Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy JL Sports, and man, do we have a crazy trade. In my opinion, the craziest trade of all time just took place in NBA history. So I guess let's go ahead and get into it, man. So the Lakers, Mavericks, and Jazz take part in a 3-team deal that takes place with the Lakers receiving Luka Dončić, Maxi Kleber, and Markieff Morris. The Mavericks receive Anthony Davis, Max Christie in 2029 for Lakers first round pick, and the Jazz receive Jalen Hood-Schifino, 2025 Clippers second, and 2025 Mavericks second. Now, first things first, this all happened in the dawn of night. Only two people knew about this trade. And it was Nico Harris, the GM of the Mavs, and Rob Pelinka, the GM of the Lakers. It has been reported that ownership and Nico believe that Luka isn't committed to changing his diet and lack of defensive presence on a defensive end. They even gone to, bring specialists to help with his diet and, to go out with negotiating with the official and everything. Brian Windhorst reports that even this has been his problem since Europe. So just think about how we looked at Luka coming in from the EuroLeague. He had them problems as a teenager. So now he's 25 with these same problems. The Mavs were just no, we're done. And with that, they don't believe he was they could use him as a centerpiece anymore. So with him not being able to centerpiece, Rob and Nico, they have gone back. They've been good friends before, they've been friends since the Nike circuit back then. So with that, we can pretty sure say that on January 7th, when the Mavs played the Lakers, Rob Pelinka and Nico had a coffee, and they just, the discussion of the conversation between Luka was had then. And this is so, crazy to me, because it was crazy to Rob at first, because Rob even laughed when, the offer was brought up. When the offer was brought up, Rob instantly told Nico, we have to keep this under wraps. Nobody should know. Not the players, head coaches, nobody should know. And that's what Nico and Rob did. This trade happened with nobody knowing. Shams reported LeBron had no idea this was coming. Anthony Davis didn't know this was coming. Luka even went and contacted the former GM, Mark Cuban, and he's just a stakeholder at this point with the Mavs. So it was just all over the place. It was also reported that, I believe that the Mavs, Nico Harris reported that I believe that defense wins championships. I believe that getting an all-defensive center and an all-NBA player with the defensive mindset gives us a better chance. We're built to win now and in the future. Now, I will say this. When he says now, I completely agree, because he has a roster of, when healthy, Kyrie, Quentin Grimes, PJ Washington, Anthony Davis, Derek Lively. On the bench, you can have Klay Thompson, Daniel Gafford, Spencer Dinwiddie, Max Kleber, Najee Marshall. To me, that's like a top 4 team in the Western Conference going forward. That's what I think. I think that is a top 4 team going in the Western Conference. But I only say they have a 2 to 3 year window. A 2 to 3 year window with, Anthony Davis playing at this level. And he's 31, so in 2-3 years, he'll be 33, 34. My only thing is going to be, can Kyrie, in the second ball handler, I guess, of Najee, Maxi, if they create and replicate the offense they had when Luka was out. Because now, AD got what he wants. He's about to be at the forward, either Gafford or Lively. Kyrie's back at the 1. PJ's already been hooping, so we can slide him back to the 3. So this is, they're all, I think the Mavs, like Norman Powell said, addition by subtraction. So the Mavs, in a sense, still got good, but they still, you lose Luka. Like, it's always going to be like a one. So, and my thing is, as stars that look like, as the NBA stars that see this, would you go to the Dallas Mavs after this? After you see they traded their franchise player, in my opinion, about to be one of the best players in Dallas Maverick history. They traded him. Not only did they trade him, he lost out on a 5-year, $343 million extension. Excuse me, but he is able to get a 4-year, $229. It's that's like $120 million gone off the table. So, as we all know, the NBA is it's a brotherhood. The NBA players stay on with other NBA players. Like we heard with KD and all the NBA players, when they found out Luka got traded to the Lakers, how they felt. So it was just, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. So that was for the Mavs. The Lakers, it just seemed like the Lakers just keep getting generational players. Like they traded for Wilt back in the day. They traded for Kareem. You draft Magic. You trade for Shaq. You draft Kobe. You trade with Charlotte to get Kobe. LeBron's a free agent, and LeBron's a free agent. You trade to get Anthony Davis, and now you trade to get Luka Dončić. The LAKER organization is one of the greatest, if not the greatest organization in NBA history. They just find a way every time to get players, man. And shout outs to them. Shout out to Rob and Genie, because their feet were by the fire. Their feet were for sure by the fire. So I don't think the Lakers are done making moves. This is only the beginning. I think Max Christie is gone. Not Max Christie, he is already gone. I'm sorry. I think Austin Reeves is gone. I think Austin Reeves is going to be one of the centerpieces, and him and Rui, to get like a defensive center, because that's what they need right now. And depending on how this goes, I wouldn't say this Lakers season is a wash. Like, of course, they don't have the defenders and everything, but I'm not sure if I could say this Lakers team is just bad with... Well, I'll say this team isn't good currently constructed. But I will say, if they make some more moves, which I feel like they are, not sure, depending on how this team looks, they might make a little bit of noise. But I'm just shocked that the GM would trade Luka. Now, don't get me wrong. If the problems that Ryan Windhorst, all them report, they even said Luka came in at 270. 270? Like, I just can't imagine. Well, I can't imagine one of the best players that we've seen at 270 dominating. Like, because he has his own game, man. Like, the helio system, the playmaking, and he's him and Jokic the same, type of build, The weight isn't something that you should trade your 25-year-old all-star. Bottom line. Like, and I get it. They even gave him a 10-day window when he messed up his wrist and to shed the weight, and he still didn't do it. So I can understand the frustration of like you giving a guy chances to slim down and he just chooses not to. But man, hearing how the rest of the league is just in shock. Other GMs are just mad because the Lakers always seem to get first dibs. But I'll say this. But why do I'm surprised everybody's mad when everybody jacks up the price to trade with the Lakers. Like, the Lakers get a crazy tax, but I think we can say that goes away now with this Luka trade, and now they have the means to build around Luka, because I think we all understand Bron only has two or three more years, and this is going to be Luka's team going forward. I just didn't think that I see someone as good as Luka. Someone that it's just how the Mavericks had Dirk. And when they brought in Luka, I'm pretty sure we all had the same assumption that he was gonna be a Maverick for life. Like, people were tweeting, you know, there's a Dirk statue outside, and there should be a Luka one out there. I'm with him. I thought Luka would have been a Maverick for life, but now it's looking like he's gonna be a Laker for life, and the Lakers' all-time roster just gets better and better every year. It seems like, well, not every year, but just every 3 years, a new star comes around that just wants to play with the Lakers, man. So, again, shout out to the Lakers. This is gonna be very interesting how this plays out. I'm still in shock that he's a Laker. I thought the tweet was fake. The biggest NBA trade that happened in my life. Man, I just still shocking. So, like I said, the last couple questions I would have is: do you think a star would ever come back to Dallas? How they saw how Luka has been traded, and is Luka the best player that ever been traded that didn't want to trade? Y'all let me know in the comments, man. Peace, love, and hair grease.